Hey, what's going on, guys? Dan with Barrel Blades and Barbells, and tonight I'm actually out back in my backyard, kind of chilling out. It's a nice night. Thought I'd do my video out here. I'm doing a final review of this bad boy right here, Sightmark 8-32x60. It's a very, very nice optic. Super impressed with this thing. Just a couple things I want to point out. This is the freaking box this thing came in. Look how massive this box is. Like, it is enormous. Super packaging. Like, awesome package. You don't have to worry about that thing getting banged up. It is designed in the great state of Texas. I'm from Ohio, but you know, everybody knows everything's bigger in Texas. This thing is massive. Yeah, so a couple quick things about it. 8-32x60 does have oversized turret adjustments. One of my favorite parts about this thing was literally how crisp and clean the adjustments on the windage and the elevation are. Just nice and crisp, no question on whether I'm in the groove. I've played with a lot of different optics that are subpar, and you know, you can go to Walmart and buy a 1-9 or whatever, and when you're turning the turrets, they kind of feel mushy. These are super crisp, super nice. There's no questions whether you're actually in the groove that you should be in. They do have adjustments, the alignment marks there to tell you about where you're at. I can't get a good zoom on that, but you get a good picture of my mustache there. It does come with a huge sunshade. I'll give you that's already in the package there, but it does come with a very nice large sunshade in case you're going out long distance. A couple other things that I really liked about this. It is powered. There's a battery behind that little door right there, and it is the center dot reticle. You can either do red or green on it. It does have different adjustments for brightness, for, you know, when he starts getting a little darker out. A lot of times they have like it makes the optic itself, like the glass, almost glow, so you can turn down the brightness, the intensity on it, and actually make it a little more controllable. For this guy right here, the diopter, this is actually the adjustment that has to do with the roundness of your eye, like the actual lens. And let's see if I can get it loose here. I had it tighten down. It actually has a stop on it. So this is the adjustment, but the secondary ring, you can actually spin it down and lock it in place so it's kind of set for you. So you don't have to really worry about messing around with it a whole lot. You get it set where you want it, keep it like that. The other thing is this does have zero stop on it. I'm not super familiar with zero stop and how it actually works, you know, being able to go back to that zero on the actual reticle inside there. That's actually kind of a cool little view there. Never done that before. So can actually see I've got it turned on to green. I'm not sure if that's the lens or if that's the green dot in there. Let me see if I can turn it to red. Let's see what it looks like on red. Yeah, you can see the red in there. So this is powered. It does have a little, I think it's at one of them CR batteries in there. It is variable adjustment, like I said, 8-32. It is not the smallest one they make. They make a 10-40, which is massive. This thing, I took it and actually was getting ready to go out shooting, and I set the AR-10, which is sitting here in front of me. This thing is massive. It is not light. It was over 15 pounds for this thing. It's got a blast can, Magpul, bipod, O2 light. I was trying to drop some weight. O2 light from Odinworks, ballistic advantage, heavy barrel. It's fluted. Coming back this way, Armalite, upper lower, and got a Raptor charging handle, and a Luthar buttstock. It's not light. It's rather heavy, and I had the whole thing set up in my kitchen. I was moving some stuff out to the truck, and the whole thing slid. I had it leaned up against the bench or the cabinets, and it slid and fell over. So I was a little worried that it was going to hold zero, And when I got out to where I was going, dropped the bipod, put a mag in it, charged it, took a breath, pulled the trigger, still hitting where I want. So super impressed with that. You know, that's not a crazy impact, but you know, the thing does weigh 15 plus pounds, and falling over like that could have knocked it out. I will say this is rated up to 50 BMG. Like, you want to play big boy games, you can play big boy games with this. Trying to think what else there is. Scratch resistant, fog proof, waterproof, shock proof. The shock proof obviously came into play for me. It's 4:1 zoom ratio, black finish. I'm sure you could get this Cerakoted a different color if you really wanted to. It is second focal plane on this one. They do make a couple other optics that are first focal plane. This particular one is second, which I kind of at this point prefer. I'm gonna play a little more with it and see down the road, maybe I'll try going back to a first focal plane, but for now I'm sticking with that. But overall, super impressed with this thing. Being able to slap it on, I threw the bore sight in it. I had it sighted in about 15-20 minutes and was banging steel out at 250 yards. Actually, one of my videos that I'm gonna attempt to put in with this video will show me and a buddy of mine shooting off my concrete pad, and we're shooting from over here to my left and shooting out that direction right there. And there's a field, then a woods, then a field, then a woods. I shoot back here all the time, but I was shooting about 250 yards, hitting steel. I went 9 for 9, and yeah, and that was first day I pulled the trigger on the thing. I put 10 rounds in. I put one in the dirt just to make sure I was close to where I wanted to be, and then the next 10 I was banging steel at 250. So 250 isn't that far, but if you're from Ohio or anywhere where it's flat, going out past 250 can be kind of a hard challenge, finding somewhere to actually shoot. I'm actually going to be trying to get a couple places later this year to reach out 500 plus. I want to get out to 1,000, and that's really what this optic is. That's what it's intended for. It's intended for long range. So price point, a little over $800, I believe, is where it's at. If you look at some of the other brands at a 8-32 or even in that ballpark, you're well over $1,000. I will say that this thing, solid construction. I pulled it out of the box, and the first thing I was like, holy smokes, this thing is like, it can be a little heavy, but anytime, you know, if you've ever played with any other bigger optics, they have some weight to it. This thing is solid. You know, you pull it out and you're like, I have purchased something. This thing is a solid constructed piece of equipment. So really impressed with it. Go check it out. And the part number, just in case anybody wonders, SM13043FTR. It's made by Sightmark. Love this thing, 8-32. I kind of wish I could keep it, but maybe down the road we'll get one. So hope you guys liked the video. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, go follow my Instagram, Barrel Blazing Barbells. And yeah, if you guys like the video though, hit that bell. Got him. All right, have a good one. Stay safe.